You there?
Dad? What's going on here? Dad? The door was wide open, chaos all over the place, and my father has vanished without a trace. I hope nothing has happened to him. I'd better start looking for him. All these files and records have been thrown out over the floor. It wouldn't have been Daddy. Someone was in a great hurry to find something. All these files and records have been... Looks like something has been embedded in that stone. It has a red-violet glow. I don't know what's happened here, but I'd better call the police.
Berlin Police Department.
Hello? Nina Kalinkov here. You've got to send someone here right away. My father has disappeared without a trace.
Since when?
No idea. I wanted to see him at work, but he wasn't there. Instead, the place looks like it's been ransacked.
Is your father suicidal or mentally unstable?
What? No, of course not.
Sorry, we can't do anything then. Adults can only be reported missing if their lives are in danger or if there are extraordinary circumstances.
But this is an extraordinary circumstance.
Keep calm. I'm sure your father had something important to take care of and will get in touch soon. Don't worry.
Something important to take care of? Hello? Did you listen to anything I said? It looks like there was an earthquake here. Do you think he created this chaos himself and is looking for a cleaning lady right now?
Like I said, I can't do anything for you. Sorry.
Great. Thanks for nothing. You are a big help. What do I have to do? Send them 2 fingers first for them to get their butts in gear? My father was never the picture of organization, but not even my place looks this bad. My father was never the picture of organization. The map shows a section of Siberia. No idea why my father hung it up here. I don't want to take it along, and besides, I don't have the foggiest idea what I should do with it. I don't want to... An award from the Russian Academy of Science. I think that was for an expedition that my father made in the 50s or 60s. The radiator is lukewarm. A picture of my parents' wedding. I think Dad still hasn't gotten over her death. I haven't the faint... I think this is where the rock samples undergo the first analysis. I haven't the faintest clue how this thing is supposed to work. Loud music? Coming out of the office? It's not the stuff Daddy listens to, so he can't be in there. Maybe the person in there can tell me where he is, though. The door seems to be blocked from the inside, and the music coming from the room is so loud, my knocking probably can't be heard. I don't have a key for it. King of the dinosaurs. Even the reproductions inspire fear. I certainly wouldn't want to run into one of them. This is a list of which scientific researcher can be found in which office. Apart from Daddy, I don't know any of them. Something here is not right, and before I know where and how Daddy is, I am not leaving this place. Hard to believe that a dino with horns like that was strictly a vegetarian. Maybe it's not such a good idea to count on it. I hear noises coming from the statue. It looks like someone's in there. There's a hidden door. Eddie? What are you doing in here?
Oh, Miss Nina. Are they still here?
Still here? Who?
They came. I couldn't see, but suddenly I knew that they were there, and I went into a panic. I had to hide. And then I saw them. They looked like they were floating, but they were just blurs. And the air was vibrating. They didn't speak, but these voices in my head, hundreds of voices.
Eddie, have you been drinking again?
No, I haven't been drinking, I swear. Well, at least not a lot. But they were really there. I could see them, I could feel them. I wasn't imagining things, believe me. Those black capes, with those bony fingers. I'll never forget it.
It's okay, Eddie. Just come out of there and calm down. The poor guy's nerves are shot. I should talk to him after he's calmed down a bit. The diagram is about how and if asteroids and meteors could have been responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs. When I look at the description of the effects, the theory seems very plausible. This key doesn't fit. There's an index card with Max Gruber written on it. They must have taken the real nameplate down during the renovation work, and now there is an index card with Daddy's name on it. A list of local pizza delivery services. Information about the upcoming construction of an antenna tower in the neighborhood, a guy by the name of Schamberger whose dog Whiskey is missing. As far as I can tell, nothing interesting. An aloe vera plant for skin after 40. This one's locked. What luck! The key fits. As long as I don't know which fuse belongs to which room, I'd better not touch them. The fuses are all numbered. I expect that the numbers stand for the separate rooms in the museum. As long as I don't know which fuse belongs to which room, I'd better not touch them. It burbles quietly. It burbles quietly. They must have taken the real nameplate down. The phone in the office. Private conversations are strictly prohibited. No, I'm not gonna take this "your father has to be dead before we'll look for him" crap again. That's an escape plan with all of the rooms in the museum. It's not up to date considering a few of the rooms have been blocked off for renovation. On this list are the names of the employees of the museum. Scientific Director, Vladimir Kalenko. Office 5. In Office 4, there is this Max Gruber. I'll just turn Max Gruber's blaring music down to a bearable level.
And I didn't save! What a mess. Redoing all of that work is gonna take hours.
Mr. Gruber, please, let me in. I need to talk to you.
What? Hold on just a sec.
Hello, you're Nina Kolenkov, right?
Yeah, how did you know that?
Your father told me about you. I'm so happy to finally meet you. Were you wanting to have a look over your father's shoulder while he's working?
I wanted to see him, but when I got here, the door to the museum was standing wide open, and his office was in total chaos. Oh yeah, Eddie was crouching, completely terrified inside the reproduction of the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and was stammering something about floating creatures.
Doesn't exactly sound like a strict observation of the work rules. But I'm not at fault. I haven't come out of my office for hours. What does your father have to say about it?
That's exactly it. He's gone.
Gone? What do you mean gone? He couldn't have just disappeared into thin air.
I have a sneaking suspicion that something terrible has happened here. You really didn't see anything?
No, unfortunately not.
The caretaker was totally out of his mind, stammering something about men in black robes and strange voices.
Eddie? Well, you know, he's a really great guy, but...
But he likes to hit the bottle, I know. But I've never seen him like that before. He seemed like something had really scared him.
Well, if someone really was here, then Eddie might have seen something, and combine his lively imagination with a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah, but I think I'll go ahead and talk to him as soon as he's gotten a hold of himself again anyway. He's the only one who might be able to help me. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary recently? Any strange occurrences? Was my father behaving differently than usual?
No, not really. We haven't seen much of each other in the last couple of days. I was under a lot of stress, and he seemed like he had a lot to do, too.
Darn.
Maybe you should get the police involved. The whole thing sounds a bit unsettling.
Yeah, I already tried, but they don't seem to be interested in my father's disappearance. My father's room looks like it's been rummaged through. Do you know what my father was working on last?
Not exactly. Actually, he was supposed to have been taking inventory. We're renovating.
Yeah, I know, but...
But he mentioned recently that the inventory wasn't top priority right now. Something came up that he wanted to tend to first.
You don't happen to know what that was, do you?
No, like I said, I was stressed out too.
I'll just keep looking. I'm beginning to feel like Eddie does. I'm totally confused, and I'm really starting to feel scared.
If you need help, I'll be here.
Okay. Thanks a lot. The fuses are all numbered. I expect that the numbers stand for the... Something here is not right, and before I know where and how Daddy is... The diagram is about how and if asteroids and meteors could have been responsible for the extinction of the dinosaurs. When I look at the description of the effects, the theory seems very plausible. It brings a little illumination into the darkness. I'd better leave that on, otherwise I won't be able to see anything in here. Who are you and what are you doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. Detective Kensky. I'm leading the investigation here, and who are you?
Me? Nina Kalinkov. I called you.
Well, well. So I hear your father disappeared.
Yeah, I arrived here and wanted to see my father. He said he'd still be at the museum, and when I got here, the door to the museum was ajar and it looked like a bomb had hit his office. I'm really worried. Thanks for coming. Do you think something happened to my father?
Hard to say.
I thought the police wouldn't be able to help me as long as my father's life wasn't in danger.
Listen, girlie. I've been in the business for almost 40 years. I know when something stinks. And this thing really stinks. And if you have something to do with this, then come out with it. I'll find out sooner or later.
Hello? I called the police. Well, more like, I tried to get them to come here. Why would I do that if I had...
Criminals always do the most illogical things. I'm not fooled by such things. Otherwise, I wouldn't have become a detective.
Yeah, all right, I get it. You're a really clever guy. Do you have any idea what could have happened here? I can't believe that my father could have created such a mess.
I don't even know your father. But we can't rule out anything.
Do you really mean to say that...
I'm not saying anything at all, dearie. I just take all possibilities into account as long as the facts aren't on the table.
If you find something out, you'll let me know right away, right?
Yeah, I need your phone number and address anyway. And don't leave the city. I might have some more questions. Now get out. You're just getting in the way and messing up the evidence.
Strange guy, this detective, eh?
Yeah, and not exactly the friendliest of his profession. But maybe you have to be like that in his job.
Yeah, could be. The main thing is that he finds out what happened to my father. At least there's someone who believes that something is completely and utterly wrong.
I believe you too.
Thanks.
And I'd like to help you too. I don't need to go to bed anymore anyway, and I can always sleep when I'm dead. So, if I can do something for you...
That's really nice.
Just check and see if your father has already got home. He might be worried already and is gonna sentence you to 2 weeks without allowance because you're late.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Unfortunately, I won't be back at the office until this evening, but please come by or call me. If your father is back, then we'll have something to celebrate. If not, then maybe I can do something for you.
Okay, I will do that.
See you tomorrow, and good night.
Good night.
And sleep well.
You too. My father has worked hard for months on the exhibition of the rulers of long ago. Hopefully I'll find him again soon. And hopefully he's doing well. My motorcycle. Hello? Dad? Are you home? Oh God, my head's gonna explode. Oh hell, someone's been at work here too. First his office and now his apartment? What has my father gotten himself into? I should be more careful in the future. The guys who did this seem like they're pretty darn serious. Documents about my father's expeditions and research results. Looks like the burglar was really interested in them. There are stacks of folders missing. There probably won't be anything else worth finding. Looks like the burglar was very thorough. Documents about my father's expeditions and research. Password protected. Think, Nina, think. There's a dentist's appointment on one and a shopping list on the other. I can't read the third one, and the fourth one is empty. These don't get me anywhere. There's a dentist's... Salt, also known as white gold in the Middle Ages. Yummy, cold pizza with stinky tuna fish. Why am I doing this? The smell alone could probably peel the paint off the walls. But then again, beggars can't be choosers. Dad's old shortwave radio. The antenna is broken off and there's no tape cassette inside. I doubt I'll hear anything other than a steady static hiss. It's unbelievable how little clothing men need to get through life. Looks like it hasn't been slept in. Apparently my father hasn't been to bed yet. A biography of George Shrub. Since when does my father read that kind of trash? I hope no one's expecting me to read that. Oh, the book has a lock. And apparently it's not a book at all, but some sort of chest well disguised in the cover of a book that no one would willingly pick up. The chest is secured with a lock. The key should be fairly flat, so the old hairpin trick probably won't work. Why there are people in the world who are soothed by stupidly gaping at fishes I will never... Wait a sec. There's something sparkly over there. Besides a few fish, there's a key swimming around in there. There's a grate on top of the aquarium. I can't fit my hands through. The thing will fall apart if I so much as look at it. Aside from that, I do have my motorcycle. I can move more quickly with it. The only thing that could still be of use is the air pump. The bucket is full of water. Oh! The handle just came off. Without the grip, it's hard to carry. Some colleagues of... All right, I'll do it. A single rubber glove and a bicycle spoke. Not exactly a spectacular profit. That leads to the sewer system. The stench is coming out of every opening. A box full of junk that is practically screaming that I'm going to find something inside that'll be useful to me at some point. An old bicycle spoke. There's a grate on top of the equipment. An old bicycle. The key doesn't have an opening anywhere where I can stick the spoke through. An old flimsy rubber glove. The carpet is totally filthy here. I should really give my father a new one for Christmas. Even with my slender fingers, I can't get in there. Got it! A cassette! That's weird. Was it left there deliberately, or did it just happen to fall in there by accident?
The first and last on the car, a fourth of the openings in the entrance to the underworld, and finally, the guardians of my work.
What? What's that? Some kind of code? Dad, sometimes you are just off your rocker.
The first and last on the car, a fourth of the openings in the entrance to the underworld, and finally, the guardians of my work.
What? What's that? Password protected. Think, Nina, think. Two, 3, 4, 5. Nothing's happening. Looks like password protect. 2, 3, 4, 1. Nothing's happening. Looks like it's the wrong code. Password protect. Two, 3, 1, 4. Nothing's happened. Password 2, 3, 1, 5. Nothing's happening. That leads to the sewer system. The stench is coming out of every open. The chest is secured with a lock. This air pump looks like it still works. A handle. An old flimsy rubber glove. An old bicycle spoke, and proof that I'll take just any old piece. Besides a few fish, there's a grate on top of the aquarium. I can't fit my hands through. A pencil, brown and equally exciting in all other regards. Password protected. Think, Nina, think.
The first and last on the car. A fourth of the openings in the entrance to the underworld. And finally, the guardians of my work.
What? What's that? Some kind of code? Dad, sometimes you were just off your rocker. Password 2, 3, 5, 4. Nothing's password protect. 2, 3, 4. 1. Nothing's password protect. 2, 4, 5, 3. Nothing's happening. Password 2, 4, 1, 3. Nothing's happening. The storage compartment in the seat is locked. The storage compartment is open now. My cell phone and my sunglasses. I'd better take both before they get swiped. My motorcycle. This thing has all the bells and whistles. You can even play Orion Squad 1 with it. My motorcycle. My motorcycle. Hello there.
Hello?
What are you doing here all alone? Did you sleep here or something?
Who?
My name is Nina.
Oh, hello, Nina.
So tell me,
Yes?
why?
Yeah, but I was...
To go home?
Yeah, I'm gonna get in a whole lot of trouble for sure. My bike...
And that's why you spent the night out?
I was playing here in front of the museum, and I got scared. I didn't exactly know why, but I just wanted to hide in the bushes. And then suddenly, there were these strange men in black costumes. So I sat there in the bushes, and suddenly I got even more scared. I just wanted to get away. Then on accident, I pushed the button on the camera. There was a bright flash, and the men turned around. They looked at me, but
But what?
they didn't have faces. It was so awful, and then I just ran away. I ran and ran as fast as I could. And then I realized that I had lost my camera. And so I had to go back. Luckily, those creepy men weren't there anymore. And I found the camera again, but it didn't work anymore. And since my bike was broken too, I didn't dare go home. Will you help me? Will you come home with me? Or can I live with you?
No, better not. But I'll help you fix the stuff. But you have to promise me that you'll go home right away. Your parents are probably worried to death.
Okay, good.
See you later.
But you'll be back, promise?
Of course, don't you worry. Hello, I'm back.
Oh, hello, Nina.
What's up with the bike?
I think I ran over some stupid shard of glass at the construction site, and to top it off, the bike was brand new. And
Don't worry. You don't need...
would you do that for me?
Of course.
I don't know. Fix the bike first. If you can do...
Yeah, This photo is my only hope for a hot lead. Show me your camera.
Fix my bike first.
You're really...
Yeah.
She's right. See you later.
But you'll be back.
Of course. The tube is flat. I'll have to remove the tube. Since I don't have anything to use as a patch, I'd better not put glue on the tube. No idea if the rubber glove will work as a makeshift patch. In any case, just stuffing it into the tire won't work. So now I've smeared glue on the glove. Hopefully this stuff won't dry too quickly. I should find the hole in the tire first. My motorcycle. My motorcycle. There's no way I'll be able to find the... The tube is definitely busted. There's air coming out somewhere. I should find out where it's coming from. I'll hold the tube underwater and see where the bubbles come out. So I found the hole and marked the spot. Hopefully the glove will withstand. Little Lisa should be able to ride it again now. The little girl looks sad. Hello, I'm back again.
Oh!
I patched the hole in the tube.
I never would have thought.
Excuse me?
Well, you don't exactly look...
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Yeah, so? You still don't look like you could fix...
I'll just take that as a compliment.
Yeah, that'd be...
See you later.
But you'll be back, promise?
Of course, don't you worry. The little girl looks sad. This digital camera doesn't work. I have no idea how I'm supposed to fix it. I still hope I can get a few significant photos from it. The little girl looks...
Oh, hello, Nina. Okay, good.
Two angry-looking saurian creatures. Both of them look as if they are watching over the museum's entrance. Password 2, 3, 2, 4. Nothing's happening. Looks like it's the wrong code. Come to think...
The first and last on the car. A fourth of the openings in the entrance to the underworld. And finally, the guardians of my work.
What? What's that? Some kind of code? Dad, sometimes you were... Password 2, 3, 4, 2. No wonder Dad tape recorded the code. No one would be able to find the password very quickly. You're not supposed to read other people's email. Then again, there are only 2 emails in the inbox. One about boosting performance and the other about women over 80. Neither of them interest me that much. The trash file is empty. But there's an email to ok@nms.de in the sent file. Subject, Tunguska. Could be interesting. I'll just go ahead and open it.
Hello, Oleg. Haven't heard from you in a long time. To answer your question, it's been a long time since I've thought about that. And honestly, I'm rather happy about it. I underestimated those guys once already, and my wife paid with her life. I swore back then to drop the subject for once and for all. Please don't take offense, but I'm just going to leave it at that. But now that you're living nearby again, we can meet in person. I would like to see you again. Get in touch and let me know when and where would be convenient. Vladimir Kalenkov.
Dad underestimated these guys and my mother paid with her life? What did he mean by that? She died in a car accident. I really need to contact this Oleg. Maybe he knows something that can help me out. That's the email that my father wrote to Oleg.
Hello, Oleg. To answer your question, and honestly, I swear now...